You want to tell everybody what we've got done so far?
No, I don't know because I haven't helped.
Oh, you haven't helped?
You tell them.
Why haven't you been helping build your van?
Because I'm mean.
Yeah, you are. So we got this bit of the frame, we got like the frame of this shelf thing done. There's going to be a countertop right there. Thing goes over that. There'll be a door right there. So right now we're going to do slats all the way up this. And the countertop's going to be slats too with these. They're like 2.5 by like 1/2 inch. So that's what we're doing for the whole outside of this thing. And then Aaron's over here cutting the slats. He's a professional.
It's true. I do this for a living.
Every day.
First time.
And then we got Sky roaming around. Right, Sky? You supervising? Yeah? You supervisor? Yeah, so while he's doing that, I'm putting on the slats that he's cut already. I made measurements of all the other sizes that we got to do for the countertop and the up top and the backing of it. And after we get all that done, then I'll take the measurements for the door to make sure the door actually fits right. So that's what we got now. So get back with you when we got some more progress on it. Well, we got her most of the way done. Got the countertop done and the cabinet itself done, just not the door. We got gaps down both the sides of the back wall, so cables will be able to come through there. And we got our countertop. And that's pretty much it. That's all there is to it, really. But looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. It's got a roof on it. But eventually I'm planning on extending this roof over just as far as this is and having just like a big shelf up there basically, just to keep pots and pans and stuff, because this will be like our kitchen counter basically. We're gonna have another little counter thing that comes out to about here from next to the bed. That'll probably be where the sink is, but that'll be like where we set the stove and stuff when we're cooking. And then I'll build maybe a cupboard behind the countertop right there, because there's probably a good foot back there to build that. But the gas filler thing is in the way of this scooting any farther back, so that and the top of the cabinet is hitting the wall because the wall arches in. So, but I'm gonna screw it to the floor down there and screw it to the wall up there so it don't fall over or anything, because it'll have some weight to the walls of it once the electrical stuff is in there. That's what we got so far. Build the door another day. Done for the day. Next I'm gonna start doing the electrical on it so that I can get my speakers working again and so we have power in here again. Get some lights. Once we have lights, I can work on it when it's dark out too. That's it for now. Hey guys, how's it going? So as you saw, got the cabinet done, but now I've started putting the electrical together, and I've got the battery in there, obviously. So I've got battery, inverters wired up. That strip is wired to the inverter through that box with a breaker. I've got the solar panels that were already on the van wired to the battery, and this battery is wired to the starter battery as well. And then I also got the amplifier hooked back up and the speakers in the front working again. And that's where we're at right now. Definitely making some good progress. Definitely happy to have speakers working in the front again. So the next things that I've got to do is I've got to order one of the smart charger things that will be put in the line that goes from the starter battery to this battery, which will basically it'll make it so that the alternator will charge my starter battery before it starts charging this battery. And it'll also make it so that when I'm using this battery, it doesn't also use the power from the starter battery, which as of right now it will, because it'll be, it's connected. So, but that's the way the guy had it before, so that's the way it is now, because I don't have one of those yet, battery isolator or whatever the hell they're called. But going to be ordering one of those off of Amazon shortly, and then after that, or other than that, we've got lights. I've got to order some lights, some 12-volt lights that'll go around. And as for the electrical, that's pretty much it for now, other than the other solar. I have another 200 watts of solar. Not sure if we're going to put it on this van or not. We'll definitely take it with us when we leave. If I don't put it on the van, I'm just not sure that it's worth the hassle of bolting it up there and stuff, and running all the wires through the ceiling and stuff, and I don't know. Haven't decided yet. We'll see how these two solar panels work, if they keep us charged enough, because really we're just going to be running, music and a 12 volt cooler, and I don't even know how often we'll use that. So we'll see how it goes. Make the decision later on. I've got it already, so I may end up just throwing it up there. I don't know. I'm just not sure how I want to bolt it up there, basically, is my main issue, because the roof is very it's pretty flat where he mounted those two panels, but the whole rest of the roof is very curvy, so I just don't know. It'll be difficult. I wanted to build some sort of rack on top of the van for it, but I just don't know. I don't think it's worth it with this van. I think we'll wait for the next van. So build wise, the next thing that we'll be doing is we'll be starting the bed frame. Yeah. So we got our cabinet done. Well, I gotta make the door still, but most of the cabin is done. The cabinet, not cabin. So then next, I don't know why I keep saying next. Everything's next. I'll be putting doors up here, so that'll be a cabinet of its own, and then I'm going to build some sort of shelf off of this that's going to stretch all the way from the front of this all the way to the back of the van. So over here it'll be like kitchen stuff, food, pots and pans, anything like that. And then over there it'll probably be like laundry and stuff like that, our clothes up above the bed. So yeah, that's all I got right now. Gotta figure out what exactly I want to do right now, what I want to do next. Not really sure, because I finished the electrical. That was my main plan for the day, was getting that done. So we'll see. I'll let you guys know when I figure it out. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to build the shelf that's going to go from here all the way over to there. It's going to go all the way across. So what we've got is two 8-foot 2x2s that reach from right about there all the way to the back. So we'll just have to get a little bit of an extension right there to build it over. And then I have this pallet that I cut up into a bunch of 15 inch long pieces. Each one is about 5-ish, a little over 5 inches wide. So we'll need somewhere around 20 to do the full 8-foot plus the little bit, maybe 21, 22 pieces, I don't know. We've got, I think, 22 or 23. No, it's not an odd number. Let's see. We've got 22 pieces, I believe. So hopefully that'll be enough. I've got this squared up, I think. At least as close as it's going to get without getting an actual square, which I don't have, or if I do have one, I don't know where it's at. Sky, you better not screw that up. Better not step on it. Come on. Go. Come on. Get out of there. Okay. So we're going to get to screwing this together and get back with you when I'm done with that. You want to tell everybody what we've got done so far?
No, I don't know, I haven't helped.
Oh, you haven't helped?
You tell them.
Why haven't you been helping build your van?
Because I'm mean.
Yeah, you are. Okay, come here.
Did you get the camera off?
I did.
Okay.
So what have I got done since the last time you helped?
You built cabinets, you fixed the electrical, and you put those things in.
What
the
things?
speakers.
Oh, the speakers. So since the last time you guys saw, last thing you guys saw was I was building this thing. We raised it up, like I think it's like 2.5 inches or something like that right there. Raise that up so that there's not much room up there. We'll just put like books or some small stuff up there. It doesn't look like it's level, but it's actually because the roof gets higher as you go towards the front. I don't know how obvious that is in the video or not, but those blocks are the same size, so the shelf itself is actually level, or at least decently level.
Level enough.
Level enough, yeah. So got that, and then I added a second amplifier, and I put in the subs. So there's one 10-inch right there behind the driver's seat, then there's an 8-inch right over here behind the passenger seat, and then 2 more 10s back there. And so that'll all be under the bed. And the other thing that I did just a minute ago is I cut away part of the floor, because this toolbox is going right here, right where it's at, and it's going to be under the bed, and this is the tallest thing that's going to be under the bed, which means that this was the thing that was determining how tall the bed was. So I wanted to get it as low as possible. So right now I can sit on top of this toolbox and not hit my head on the shelf up there. So once there's a mattress on there, I won't be able to sit straight up underneath that shelf, but it'll be fine. I don't know how often I actually sit straight up and down in bed right there anyway, so it'll be fine. But so I cut part of the floor that the guy had put in here, I cut it away just to get this as low as possible. It's pretty sweet toolbox. Got it from Home Depot, as you can tell by the Husky, but it's all blacked out, and it's got the self-closing drawers. or they're like slam doors or something. I don't know what the hell they call them, but they're pretty sweet. And I just like that it's all blacked out, not all covered in chrome. So we've got some tubs that are gonna go under the bed right here for storage and stuff. And then we're gonna have an electric cooler that's gonna be underneath the front of the bed as well. So right now what we're working on is we're working on the door for the cabinet up there. It's just gonna be plywood. We just cut out this cardboard cutout from a box so that we have a template of the door. But other than that, that's pretty much what we've got so far that I've done. I screwed the cabinet to the floor, and I also screwed it to the wall up at the top of it, so that's not falling over or anything with the weight of all the electrical stuff in there while we're going around corners. I also screwed those legs down there to the floor over there so that it's not wobbly or anything, right? Go try and wobble that. Does it wobble? Yeah, it's pretty sturdy. Look what you did. But, so yeah, that's what we've got so far. So we've got 4 subwoofers, and then the door speakers all hooked up to the amplifiers. We've got 2 more spots for speakers, so I can add 2 more speakers with those 2 amplifiers. I think what we're going to do is we're going to add just regular speakers up in the corners in the back. Not subwoofers, just regular speakers that play the normal sound up in the corners so that we have like a surround sound kind of thing. Because when we put the TV in here, I want to hook the TV through the radio so that the TV will play sound through the radio. So that'll be cool while we're watching movies and stuff. We'll have like surround sound. Shake the whole van during a movie. Obviously we won't be able to do that sitting on the side of the road somewhere, really. Depends on where we are, but we'll see. It'll be cool.
Don't want to draw too much attention.
No, but we can always turn the bass down.
That we have very expensive stuff in here.
Yeah, we can always turn the bass down. I can just put all the... Right now there's 2 subs and 2 speakers on the Crunch amplifier, and then there's 2 subwoofers on the Kicker amplifier. So, but both the amplifiers can have 4 speakers, so I'm going to put all the subwoofers on one of the amplifiers, and I can just put in a switch for the remote wire so that we can turn the subwoofers off for if we're watching TV or something and we don't want it to be shaking the van because we're sitting in a city somewhere or something like that. Oh, and then I also have a little magnetic paper towel holder up there that was stuck to my toolbox when I carried my toolbox in here, and so I just figured that'd be cool. Just stick that up there. I don't know if that's exactly where it's going to stay because we're going to build a cabinet right there, right in front of that window. We're going to leave the bottom of the window down there. I don't know if you can see, but the bottom part of the window opens. So I'm going to get a couple of computer fans and put it in front of those, and have a little switch somewhere to turn those on for while we're cooking, so it'll blow air, because this is where this countertop is where the stove will be. So we'll just like a little butane camp stove is what I have. So that way it just blows all the fumes from cooking outside, so we don't stink up the van with anything we're cooking. Other than that, after we finish this door, we are either going to start working on the cabinet up there, or we may start working on the bed frame. I'm not sure what we'll do next. But we're going to finish the door up right now. I'm not sure if I have hinges or not, so we might not be able to actually screw the door on, but we'll have it cut out. So I'm going to get to work on that, and we'll catch you guys when we're got something else to show you.
As always, guys, hope you enjoyed. Comment your thoughts, like, and subscribe. Catch you later.
Everybody fucking ready!